Hi, my name is Mark Erickson. I am a student at NIU, and Professor Kai Rush asked me to make this video for the purpose of info sharing. I created this prototype for the Spring 2015 CSCI 467 course, and this prototype was designed for the inventory system for the Tucker Auto dealership. My design is geared towards the inventory staff and will allow them to receive new cars and create a shipment receipt, and it will also allow them to add new cars to the inventory. On the right hand side we can see the Tucker Auto dealership logo, and according to the case study it was a Buick dealership, but Mr. Tucker wanted to eventually branch out to Honda and Nissan dealerships. Over here on the left we have the main menu items, and if you click on inventory, some sub menu items will pop up. We'll go ahead and click on the receive new cars. The whole goal here was to have the cars come in, sent from the manufacturer on a carrier, and then when they arrive, we receive the cars, we create a shipment receipt that we print out, give it to the driver to sign, and then we want to have the driver on his way as quickly as possible. So we'll go ahead and choose a PO from the drop down list over here on the upper hand left, and I'm going to choose PO 101. Basically we're fetching the vehicle data from the manufacturer, and we're getting all the vehicles that are on PO 101. You can see all the data is listed below here, all the cars that we're going to receive for this particular PO. We're going to choose the carrier from the drop down list here. It's the carrier name. Next is the acquired date. That's going to be the date that we received the cars. It's going to default to today's date, but we have a date picker here if we needed to change the date. On the far right we can see that there is checkboxes for all the vehicles that we're receiving. We could check these off one by one, or we could leave one blank if, for instance, we received a blue car and we're supposed to get a red car and we want to leave that one unchecked. We're going to go ahead and say that everything is okay, and down here in the lower left I'm going to hit the receive all button. You can see that that is going to check off all the cars. Then I'm going to hit continue, and the shipment receipt confirmation window is going to pop up. This is all read only, and it's going to show again all the vehicle data, and basically we're saying that these are all the cars that we're receiving. We can click on the preview button down here, and it's going to show what the actual shipment receipt will look like when we print it out. We've got our PO number up at the top here, our from address from the manufacturer plant, and then the to address for the Tucker Auto dealership. We're seeing again the vehicles listed out for us, and we have the total cost totaled up here on the right. Down in the lower left we've got the carrier name again, and there's a line here to capture the driver's signature, and we've got the date that we received the vehicles. So if we are content with what we've got here, we can hit submit, and there's a message here that's saying that it's sent to the manufacturer, and also it's going to print out for us. Now that we're done receiving the cars, we can go ahead and choose the add car option from the main menu, and this is going to bring up our add car screen. Here you can see on the left that we have a bunch of text fields. All these text fields are going to capture all the data for a specific vehicle that we're going to add to the inventory. The first box here is a VIN number, and we can start entering in letters and numbers. It's not going to take any punctuation. Each one of these fields has validation, and each one of them is required. VIN number is a 17-digit number, so if we tried to enter less than that, you can see that the box turns red here, and it's not going to allow us to continue without putting in a 17-character VIN number. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off this VIN number. Now that we have 17 digits in there, it's a legit VIN. You can see it also automatically capitalizes all the letters. For make, we can go ahead and enter a name such as Buick, and it's going to automatically capitalize the first letter. Same thing for the model. For year, it's not going to take any punctuation or letters. It's only going to take numbers, and it's going to require 4 of them. So we'll go ahead and enter the year. For color and interior color, it works the same as make and model, in that it's going to capitalize the first letter of the word. And then for mileage over here, no letters, no punctuation, numbers only. And then we can move on to type, which you have a drop down here. You can only choose new or used. We'll go with new. And for acquired date, we've got a date picker, but it's going to default to today's date. So we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. And then for manufacturer's date, we'll choose a date that's going to correspond with our year for the date that it was manufactured. Now for list price and cost, which is dealer cost, if I tried to enter a cost that is higher than list price, you can see that we get an error. It's going to say, hey, dealer price has got to be less than list price. So we'll go ahead and we'll fix this. We'll make it 35,000. And if we try to save it now, you can see that it's successfully added to the inventory, and a stock notification is going to be sent to the service staff to let them know that the vehicle needs to be parked, and they can assign a stock number. We can go ahead and enter another car here, but in this case we're done, so we're just going to hit cancel. If you do hit cancel, it's going to say, hey, this is not going to get saved, but we're okay with that, so we're going to go ahead and hit yes. And that should pretty much do it for the TED system.